at the final month of 2020. I'm pretty stoked to be here. It's been quite an interesting 2020, a very reflective year. We've been tested a lot when it comes to patience, perspectives, changing the people in our lives that we don't need in there anymore, or who might be pulling our energy in ways that aren't conducive to our future and our desires. I haven't really been focusing on love. It's really been about the personal self. At the end of 2019, I talked a lot about how 2020 was going to be a year of change. Oh boy, was it. And that's really what the whole year just focused on, was the self and how you could get yourself in a better position. As we move forward into 2021, I will be looking at love more. I am going to be looking at love today as well, but I also want to just do a final kind of reflection of really where we've come through the 2020 regarding, your passions, your calling, where you're going, what you can do to be more aware of the wisdom in those lessons that you learned and how you can apply them to 2020. I want to see what piece of advice there is for when you're discouraged, rather than going backwards and regressing towards how 2020 or 2019 was. What are you going to use from all of that towards 2021 to be more constructive, to get more of what you want, to get more of where you're closer to where you're going, where you want to go. And we're going to see what type of what you're going to be pursuing, okay, in 2021. As far as love, I am going to look at that as well. We're going to see kind of what for those of you finding and keeping love, that's really what we're looking at, right? I want to see what that love's going to look like. I want to take a look at what, will the attraction be instant? Will the person be like? And just some basic questions on what to expect, okay? So that's what we're going to focus on in this particular reading as we get into 2021. I'm very excited. We have had a very interesting couple retrogrades. The first one in 2020 was rough. That one was really, really tough for a lot of people, including myself. This one that we've had in the latter part of the year, in November, that one was a very helpful retrograde. I hope a lot of you felt that. It brought a lot of those reflection points forward and helped bring in some positive motivational energy from the heart, using those emotions a little bit, and also with that Scorpio energy, and with the Libra energy, we've got balance coming together that we can bring into 2021, okay? So let's take a look and see how things are looking for you, and if you have any questions, let me know. All right, guys, I have a couple sales going on, okay? My rates are still 50% off through the end of the year. If you are interested in a Reiki session, they're all on sale right now. Normally they are $40, and that's for half an hour or to clear whatever chakras are blocked, but I'm doing them for $25, okay? The assessment is free. It's down below. We can see what at least is blocked, so you have an idea. Just do it. It's free. You might as well. In addition to that, if you're looking to just kind of get a reset, if you're not feeling 100% just solid on where you're at, I do have a soul manifestation journal. I developed this myself when I was in that exact position. I did this so that it was a hands-on, interactive kind of guide to get the mind going, to get that soul connected, to get thoughts and ideas kind of flowing, and just to help you get back in that direction that you feel connected and solid and secure and confident with where you're going. Those are on sale. They're $15. That's it. They're normally $30, but I just want to be able to help as many people as possible. It allows me to keep printing them, so it's really not a lot of profit for me, but it's something huge for you, and I just want to be able to help and heal. That information's down below. You can go to Heal to Manifest. That's heal, the number 2, manifest.com, and get all that information. You can schedule and book appointments, get your assessment. Everything's there, or down in the description box below. Okay, guys? So enough said. Let's take a look at how your life and love is going, all right? Hey, Aquas. All right, let's take a look at how the energies are working for you. I want to look at what adventures are calling you, or what areas are kind of coming into focus for you. All right, Aquas. What adventures are calling for you in December, and as we approach into the new year? What are you getting ready to get into? Let's take a look. 5 of Wands and the reverse. So you're coming to terms with some conflicting situations. I feel like you are weighing out what's meaningful to you and what's a waste of time. What is ego-based and what is something maybe you're fearing to pursue, but ultimately want to. That's your desire. There's just some fear there, okay? That shadow period, or that shadow stage rather. So this month is you fine-tuning and getting those last little pieces of uncertainties to a position that you can feel confident and feel okay with taking that energy into the new year. You're not quite there yet, but this month you are working on that. That's kind of your focal point. And you're taking this image, this confidence with you into the new year, and that's really going to be kind of that energy. You're setting a precedent for the energy you want for the year, and that's fantastic. So this month is really just putting that into focus and getting your mind in the right place, okay, so that you can be completely ready for 2020 and everything that's coming your way with that. So what's changing here? We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Hermit in reverse. So there's obviously been like a fear here, fear of loss, a fear of commitment maybe, or a fear of losing yourself, or not sure this is the decision that you want to make. So you've kind of in the past used that anxiety in a way to kind of hide yourself, and it aided in avoiding this shadow period and really coming to terms with certain things. Well, you've done so much self-reflection and you've had so much growth that it's time for you to phase out of the struggle and into the reward phase, okay? But to do that, you have to come to terms with some of those fears. Put them to rest, put them in a box, file them away accordingly, but you don't need to take them with you. You just need to be able to reflect on them enough as a resource so that you don't make the same mistakes twice, okay? Okay. What wisdom are you learning regarding all of this? You're finding your self-power. You're coming back into your own confident creator, right? You don't have an ego. You're not trying to have this prejudice against things. You don't have a bad or sour taste in your mouth. You're not trying to be cold in a way, or so fiery that it's coming out in a negative way. You're really trying to be the perfect, mate, or the perfect, partner, but also be the perfect you. And that's been kind of that's where you've been learning how to work the energies, how to understand what's been going on, trusting what's been kind of delivered to you, or how things have been developing, so that you can see the opportunity for the path ahead, that this is a long-term opportunity ahead for you. Being connected and intuitively aware of that and trusting that intuition. You've worked very hard to get to this point of yes, you might be stubborn, but you know what you want, and you're working for it. You're going after it. Right, all that Capricorn energy, that ambition, that hard work, that determination. And you also know that it's, I guess also, more than anything, it's about not losing someone that you've found an attraction to as well, it looks like. So you're learning that not growing through cycles can certainly keep you in a stagnant position, and ultimately possibly lose an opportunity for something wonderful, whether it's a person, a man, a job, an opportunity, whatever it is. You know that. It's not news to you. But you are wanting to pursue it a bit differently than you have in the past, okay? And that's what you've been learning. You've been learning how to pursue this, how to lose the anxiety, and that's really how you can continue to align with what you want in the future. Keep this out. Keep this anxiety, this fear, this unknown. Keep this out of it. You've had a lot of patience. You've had a lot of healing. You've had a lot of good news, and you don't need to let any of the other stuff come back in to ruin that, or to make that conflicting for you. What type of, how is this affecting your higher path, or where you're headed, okay? And the Temperance is, it's giving you that final payoff with compromise or balance, or this is generally the card that I see when it's talking about you've been able to successfully kind of ride the wave, and let things unfold and develop naturally. And the more you do that, the more you're going to quickly get to the things that you're wanting. And where should you look for inspiration if you don't feel like you're kind of going in the right direction here? The Nine of Wands in the reverse. Come to terms with understanding what it is you're not willing to fight for. What is it that's the problem? Find the root of that situation so that you can remind yourself that you worked hard to get here and you got this and you deserve this. Okay, it looks like it just has a lot to do with the relationship. And, I think you might doubt yourself in your, whether or not you deserve it or not. And you absolutely do. You've worked very hard for this. All that self-work was done so that you could be at that high vibration for your other person to come in, or for your team to be on that same level here, and so you can produce more. Okay? All right. So your future lover, or finding and keeping your love. What is that? What is your lover looking like? How's the connection here? The King of, it wants to come out in reverse. We'll let it. So we've definitely been working through ego, and we've been working through the, each side knowing their full power and being able to apply it without there being a power struggle. Okay, that's been, the attraction is so big, but it's also, you guys are two very, very, very powerful and confident people. So when you bring two of those people together, sometimes there can be a little bit of that tension, because it's almost like there's a competitiveness there. There's a desire to stand, tall, and to be confident, and to look good, and to shine bright, and to be successful, and all of these things. And you guys are kind of doing that back and forth to each other here. The person that you're dealing with is coming away from some things that might have been holding them back, or keeping them kind of down into an energy that just kept them stagnant or unable to move, or breathe, or it's just been very tough for them to kind of come through that energy. And I'm sensing that is getting ready to change. Okay, this whatever environment or energy that they've been in, one of the two of you is getting ready to come out of that energy to where there is it's almost like one of you's been constantly kind of catching up to the other, and you've just been kind of staying right with them, but just not quite equal, not quite level. That's getting ready to shift. You're coming back to that position of being level. Okay. They've definitely been going through some things, and they're coming into a position where things are friendly. The scales are balancing out. This means action's getting ready to be taken, and there's a building happening of working together rather than for yourself. And that's kind of necessary through 2020, but now there's a coming together happening to where those energies now can kind of feed off of each other and come to that equal, vibration. All right, what will help if there are any challenges? The Star card. Well, what will help is reminding yourselves that everything that's happened to get you to where you are has been very synchronized in a way that you can't question it. And you have to look at all those pieces, kind of take a step back, look at everything from a bird's eye view, and remind yourself that you've worked very hard to get where you are. Everything's happening for the right reasons. You are going exactly in the direction that you well, that you want. And if you're not, then that's where you need to evaluate and look at, well what's wrong with the situation, or how can we recover this, because you've got something really good here, okay? And we need to remember that this is something very special. Is there anything, oh geez, is there anything else that you need to know? Okay, so whatever stagnancy has been taking place because of whatever's been going on with either money or habits or personal ability to kind of invest properly, and set some boundaries, whatever it is, the resources came into alignment, and we've got a very controlled development taking place. It's got support, it's got some authority between the two of you. You guys have a whole thing in order. It's all organized and supported and ready to go. So I see a shift taking place when it comes to not really knowing what's going on, to watching things just kind of pan out, to here we are, things are in that next level and we are more solid. So if you felt like you've kind of been in a depression, or you felt like you haven't really known where things are going in this, area of your life, you are getting ready to. All right, and it's going to be very positive as well. All right, so if you need any questions about your personal situation, feel free to reach out and let me know. This is a general reading, guys, so take what fits and leave the rest. And I hope you have a fantastic new year. Much love to you guys.